Hey everyone, it's the Sith Justice Warriors podcast coming to you live on Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to those listening out there that are mothers or fathers who have wives or mothers that um, you know, work hard to keep the house in order, right?
Yep, keep it in check.
So a little bit of a late edition as we had our own festivities to attend to. And what we wanted to talk about was some little bit of gaming news, and where the big thing this week was the Xbox Series X quote unquote gameplay event, where they took a bunch of third parties, showed off the capabilities of the Series X, and tried to get us gamers excited for next generation, to get us to go and trade our Xboxes or PlayStations for the Series X. And so, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just kind of quickly go through. The big one, obviously, was the big one was Assassin's Creed, where they showed a trailer. I don't know if you want to call that a gameplay footage, but yeah, they had showed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They had a little bit of an interview. They also showed this game, Bright Memory Infinite, which I actually was interested in. A couple of other things worth mentioning was Madden 21, which uh, Lumpia's favorite new quarterback, Mahomes, was showing off.
Woohoo.
Scarlet Nexus, a kind of anime game.
Yeah.
Um,
Medium. That was kind of like horror. It made me think of I thought Rosemary's Baby.
that the Vampire Masquerade.
Yeah,
This
that
was
one looked
interesting.
good.
And then they got Yakuza, and pretty much, yeah. I mean, those were the kind of the top things. And so let me open it up to Lumpia. What are your thoughts on the event, the presentation, and what did you think?
I'm ready to dive into this because I guess, and there was an article that came out and a couple of YouTubers as well. So I'm not absurd for thinking this way, but I'm ready to rip into this because I say rip because, I'm a big Xbox fan. I may not be a day one on the Series X, but I'm definitely an Xbox fan as an owner. And I will say that I was expecting a little bit more. When you say the word gameplay, I was thinking like they were going to be playing the game in front of me versus footage, as it says in this article. It's like PC. It really truly says gameplay footage. If you watch the conference, and I give them credit, I mean, they're all working from home like a lot of people are. They're all managing this telecommunications thing just like we all are. And I thought that they did a pretty good presentation. It's just the expectation of it. That one guy, I forget who he was, just kept hyping up a lot of it. You're getting hyped up to see game play, like as in someone playing the game, and it's not truly gameplay, it's footage. And scrolling underneath in very small letters was that that the scenes you were seeing were meant to depict true gameplay of this Series X, and it really wasn't. So I agree with a lot of the rants and from coming from the YouTube communities, coming from the gaming communities, because the expectation, the bar they set was truly high for this reveal, and it really wasn't. So it was kind of a letdown because I truly thought it was going to be them playing the game, in a similar vein of how they've done other things. And instead, what we got was footage and basically trailers, if you will, of the upcoming video games, which I will say that it was not a letdown in that sense, because the games that they are launching with were very interesting. And to your point, Fan, if you think about it, it was a good actually mix of games. So if you scroll down, like I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's a given. For anyone who played the Greek one, I think it was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, was it? That was a lot of fun. Anyone who's familiar with the Assassin's Creed like series, I think is going to enjoy it. The stills that they showed looked really good. I think it leverages the power of the Series X, so I'm excited. And then go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask you. So this one, I think this one. So they're showing a guy.
Yep.
It's like Odyssey where there's an option to change your gender.
Female, yeah.
So it was interesting that people were. I don't know if people were trying to make this like a a sexism thing because like the whole Valkyrie mythology is a female warrior.
Yeah.
It was just actually fascinating that I read it. I'm like, okay, but then
you played Valkyria Chronicles. Valkyries are women, so it's quite interesting. I agree with you.
they're trying to make it like, oh, these gamers, but actually we're like, yeah, I mean, we all know the Norse mythology is Valkyries are female warriors that take them to Valhalla.
Yeah,
So
basically.
I just wanted to call that comment because it was like, oh, look at those gamers, they're being
No,
sexist,
but you know what I did notice, and there's actually a predominant theme in a lot of the games that they presented. I don't know if you caught it, Fan, but a lot of the main characters.
Oh my god. Are you wait, sorry, go ahead, say it.
I just said it. A lot of the main characters in these games are women. Medium. The character is a woman. There's that one game where like they're in the past and she's stuck on an island. Is that the next one?
Call of the Sea?
Call of the Sea, which kind of looks pretty like noir. A woman is the
a chorus.
Chorus again, woman main character. Dirt is a racing game, right? Isn't that
that's like Forza Horizon?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Madden, no.
There will be a female kicker though.
Okay.
Carly, what's her name? Carly Lloyd, the women's soccer. She's really pushing to be a kicker, and I'm interested to see is she going to tackle the returner when her team misses the coverage.
Yep, this one no. But there was Ascent was a little strange.
Medium was.
Bloodlines isn't though, which disappointed me because I thought that you could pick and create your character.
No, Bloodlines 2 is it's going to be like Cyberpunk where you create a character.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, because I actually wanted to make a kick-ass person. Yakuza was not. So a good chunk of to me was centered on a woman main character.
This one also is too, right?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot this one slipped my mind too. But yeah, this one because I didn't quite follow what this game was about. I think I fast forwarded it. That's
$9.99 on Steam.
Oh really? I'm gonna have to try it.
Yeah, well, it's the prequel. The prequel is $9.99 on Steam. So
got it. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, I took a step back, and so I actually thought the mix of game was good. You had your typical racer, you had your action adventure. They needed a fighting game maybe in the mix, like a Mortal Kombat 11, like a lead fighting game. They had an NFL game, which was good. You could check the box off. Sports. We're all missing sports right now. And I think they had a couple. They had a horror sort of game. They had, so like I said, a good mix of games, good footage, if you will. However, like I said, it would have been nice to like actually, sit there and have them play it. But they were talking to the developers, which was good because they were trying to give you insights into where they were getting a lot of the inspiration from. One of them was talking about like the Blair Witch. So like, if you remember back in the day, like the Blair Witch Project. So like I said, I thought overall I would give it a B. I give them the effort because the effort was there, the intention was there to get people excited. I thought there was a couple games that they could have, like the other thing we're missing is like a true like if you're listening out there, Microsoft, if you can secure the sort of next Dragon Age and just make it an exclusive, that would be. It doesn't have to be Dragon Age, but it has like if you if you can somehow create that next sort of emotional connection that I felt with Dragon Age, the way you felt with Mass Effect, like bring that, make another Jade Empire. Like that's the kind of game I think that they need for the launch. But anyway, and it would have been nice to see more Cyberpunk.
Well, that was the one thing that was missing, because
Yes.
if you wanted to talk about third-party games that really
You
needed
want to talk about Keanu? That was
yes. I was hoping you would actually say that, but yeah,
I was saving it for last.
yeah, no. It's we did need that, but I think that they may have tried to have that, but what ended up happening was they're doing their own event in June.
Yep.
So maybe that's why. Microsoft has the marketing deal with them, so they've agreed that if you buy it on Xbox One X, you'll get a free upgrade for the Series X whenever you want to buy it.
Okay.
Unlike Madden, who says for a limited time, meaning within a couple months, you need to buy a Series X before your upgrade goes to paid upgrade. But hey, Patrick Mahomes, that's your new Brady, right?
That is my new Brady.
Your colors of blue and red. Wait, the blue. New England Patriots run and turn into red. And was it red and gold? No, red and gold is the Redskins, right?
Red and gold is Tampa Bay. They have a new gray red sort of color that was
the South
by Tom Brady.
South changed their colors, all of them. Sorry, sports.
Yeah. So let me get your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts because you're probably the most critical and the most in terms of expecting. So let me know your thoughts. I want to hear them.
So I've sat through many Inside Xboxes getting disappointed. Presentation pace-wise, I actually thought this Inside Xbox was the best Inside Xbox, not the best at meeting the expectations of gameplay. You've touched a lot on the whole gameplay. It's a bunch of trailers, but what I was looking for at the very least with like Valhalla or one of these maybe Madden, I wanted to see why I should upgrade my One X to a Series X.
Yep.
And then I also wanted to know why I should buy a Series X when I could buy these on PC or PC Game Pass. Like I wanted a reason for it, and I really didn't get. Like for example, I know with Valhalla, I will have faster load times. I will have 4K. It'll probably be 60 frames. I was looking for that, and they didn't tell me this is what a One X looks like. This is what a Series X look like. So that would require like less games and more of in-depth dive. Like I would have thought Valhalla would have kind of had this panner where like they say, here's the One X, now here's the Series X. But I think the challenge is that they'd have to get technical when they're trying to reach a casual market. But still, like the gameplay trailer of Valhalla was just trailers, like half a second shots of action going on. And I thought that was kind of disappointing. So I give it a B-. I think you touched a lot of it. I was looking for the why I should upgrade, and I didn't get that. And I knew in my expectations, though, I knew like the Microsoft exclusive versions of stuff was going to be in July, because they announced it too, that they were going to do that in July. I think that's the one I have to be the most critical on because, exclusives matter according to all the fanboys, which it does. But I mean, like for example, Bright Memory, it was running really smooth and stuff, but I just don't know if here, it's on Steam Early Access for $10. Should I, buy the PC Steam version? I don't know. And then the one thing, I actually didn't want to say it because I thought I was crazy, but you caught it. You caught the female protagonist, and I was like, maybe it's just me. I was just like, maybe it should be, but you noticed it, so I don't feel bad now. I'm gonna be frank. It was actually funny. It went from Call of the Sea, then it went chorus, and I think it went to medium, which was like
Yep.
three,
Yep.
three. I don't count like
Won't
Masquerade is.
count. Yeah, I wouldn't count that because I thought that's why I said to you, not to interrupt. The guy is who I thought was a guy was playing. The character was a guy, so I thought that you couldn't make your own. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I think I thought you could make your own. So that's why I threw that out. I just thought it was a random vampire lady anyway. So, but I mean, that was what I noticed because they hit me with three, and then I also was kind of like disappointed that I was just getting trailers. But what I will say is, I it didn't I just noticed it. It wasn't like let's have fan complain. I just noticed it. I did notice chorus. The lady looked a certain way, but you know, it's funny. I saw a meme. I saw a meme, and it was about The Last of Us, where they're like Western developers design women like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then Eastern developers design women like Tifa. So when you saw Scarlet Nexus, like, oh, it's the anime design, but I I mean, I just make that point that it's such a gaming has really diverged in terms of the design, and I think I'm interested to see if Japan will hold their style because we've never touched about it on anime topics, but it has been constantly been attacked for the style, and I applaud the Japanese for staying true to the Japanese style. But I mean, it's getting tough to fight that be that last fortress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We will probably talk about that, but yeah, I mean, I I will say when I saw Vampire the Masquerade, though, I thought I was going to see Cyberpunk, and then I remembered I wasn't going to see Cyberpunk, and that was disappointing. And then another thing was Xbox never gets the Yakuza games. It's good to know that they're getting Sega to get these games, these Japanese only games where they really appeal to more the Japanese people, like the Japanese or the anime people,
Mm-hmm.
and they mostly go PlayStation. So it's good to know that Yakuza's new game, Like a Dragon, which I found so strange that I actually want to get it, but I'm glad that they're getting that because I'm holding out the hope that Persona's entire the entire series will come to Xbox, but the anthology, so I can play it because my
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 3 is dead. My PlayStation 2 is dead, so I need to play it somehow. So we talked about, and I just can't find the tweet or the article, but they have said that they apologized in a way that they said, look, we heard your feedback. It didn't go well as we set the expectations too high. We're going to take the feedback and we're going to take it to the next one, which is their July event. And so now there's a lot of pressure with the July event where one that used to be the E3 slot. Now E3's canceled. So they've got to nail their first party only event like Halo, the rumored Fable game. By the way, they are working on Fable. It's not dead.
No, I enjoyed Fable 3, was it? Was it 3 or 2?
No, yours was two.
Mine was 2.
Yeah.
Freaking
So they're
people
rumored to
that
redo it. Yeah. So it's not confirmed, but it's the it's the poorly kept secret. And there's also probably a Forza Halo Gears. I think is going to take a little bit of a break, but they might take Perfect Dark and redo it. I don't know. So Joanna Dark may come back in a different form or fashion. They have to nail it. They have to nail it. And I'm gonna be honest, Xbox is way behind in terms of mind share. Sony's been quiet, but everyone's thirsty for Sony information. And so, I mean, what do you? they say they take feedback. What do you think is their next play? Like, how should they go with this July event with showing Halo, showing Fable, showing the Obsidian game where Obsidian could make the next Skyrim? Who knows?
But they need to show it. Like, that's the only way to do it. Like, because everyone is waiting to see like live gameplay. For a lot of these games, concept wise, like I said, there's the concept of it and everything, but like it needs to be action. Like we need to see it, and that's I think what needs to come through to make it successful in my opinion.
Like, what games do you want? Like, do you want Fable? Like, do you know?
I told you, like I said, what I think could be helpful. Like I said, Cyberpunk. If that's the flagship, go with it. But they need to, like, the other thing I would say is, like, if this is truly meant to be like your alternative to a PC, like if you're trying to get the PC gamers to buy into this, you need to give a PC worthy game. Like you need to give that. And then the other thing is, I mean, if Fable, that's great. I think they need that like lead title, like a Fable, like a Dragon Age. They need something like that. Like I said, Valhalla kind of meets that need,
But
but
it's on PlayStation
it's,
too,
you know what I mean? Like,
and
but
at
it's gotta
PC.
be
Yeah.
like its own, and it's gotta be first. Like the way PlayStation got Final Fantasy, they need to have their own equivalent of something like that. Like I said, I'm sad that BioWare couldn't make another Dragon Age or like something like Dragon Age. Like, I don't know why that couldn't happen, but they didn't. Like, one thing I will say is that no one's talking about your favorite game that everyone was looking forward to this year.
Where what
No,
game?
no one's talking about the Avengers game.
Oh God. But let me tell you what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to in Cyberpunk to make my genital as big as I want it to be.
Yes.
So I just figured because we need to talk about Keanu, but I mean it's not Keanu, but they basically said yes, you can change if you're male or female, or you want to be both. Actually, you can make it any which way. um,
This
yeah,
is amazing. This is something so
you want bigger boobs, you want small boobs with a bigger penis, you want to have both, you want to have one, you want to have none.
This is amazing. I love it.
So
I love it.
now that it takes you 2 hours to customize a character, is this going to make it 3?
Oh my God, potentially. I think it will. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is amazing. This is great. Like,
Yep.
this is great.
Anywho, we're gonna end it right there. So, any last thoughts on the whole gaming thing, the whole gaming space? I'm sure
No, I
Sony's
mean, I
gonna
think
do
this is the
something.
right time. Look, I agree with you with the E3 canceled or whatever. This is the right time to reach audiences, to reach your potential consumers at home. This is the perfect time to leverage social media to show us what you can offer us. When we're back, and operating again from COVID, and all of us have a job again. Like, when we're back, this is what I want to put my money to. Like, show me that, because that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for a lot of things, and you got to give people hope, and this is the one thing you can give them hope for. So
All right, so we're gonna end it there. Thank you for that. There's been a bunch of the typical Hollywood news of Disney's doom and gloom. We got some Marvel news to catch up on. So look out for more content, and talk to you later, everyone.
See you on the Sith side.
Bye.
Bye.